Yo, how's it going guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you the best method for blocking in that you can use in Bedwars. Blocking in is a really good strategy to learn for Bedwars, and if you master it, you can get almost every bed first try. But before you click off this video and go watch some hurting, here are some clips to show you that I know exactly what I'm talking about, alright? There we go. What? Okay, how did I do that? Yeah, unless you want to call that fake, I mean, I could see that's pretty convincing. But how did I do that? Was it skill? Was it hacks? Am I just built different? Well, actually, no, it's none of them. It's literally just muscle memory. So back when Hypixel was down, instead of touching grass, I decided to practice blocking in for about 2 hours straight. That's basically how I got taught to do this. I practiced blocking in on probably the best blocking server out right now, and I'll be showing you that today. So let's get into it. I'm currently on the bedwarspractice.club server. I'll leave an IP in the description below. You can go join it for yourself, and in my opinion, I think this is probably the best server for learning how to block in. But yeah guys, I'll show you how to block in on this server right now, and I'll show you like, you know, my key strategies and how I usually do it, and it will help a ton in Bedwars games. Like, blocking in Bedwars games is quite a good method to use. I usually only use it in doubles, trios, and fours, not really solos, because solos is like, you know, all you have to do is kill one person and block in, but in doubles, that's a pretty good strategy, and also in trios and fours. So yeah, I'll show you right now how to do this. So before you want to do anything, you want to do a command called /tools, and what this will do is will open up a bunch of hotbar preferences that you can use, and you want to click on the shears, which is Bedborough, which is the game you'll be playing. And you can adjust this to whatever you want. So, right now I have my pickaxe on this slot, my axe on this slot, my shears on this slot, my blocks in this slot. You can put this to whatever you want. This is just like sort of how you'd like to have your inventory laid out. And over here I have the leave game and drop down. So, I recommend like putting the drop down in like a hotkey and the blocks in a hotkey. I think putting the blocks in a hotkey is probably the most important thing to do. Blocks are the most important features of a block in, so if you don't have them in hotkey, then you're not going to be able to block in very well, are you? I mean, you can't really use a scroll wheel if you're trying to do like a 0.5 second block in, but anyway. So basically what this game does is, whenever I drop down, I will be attacked by these weird laser things. Yeah. And I'll die. And these things kill you very fast, by the way, so this game might be pretty hard for some people, but if it is hard for you, that's good, because you're learning. Yes, learning is so cool. It'll be pretty hard to start off with, but you'll probably get the hang of it. One special thing about these laser things is if I place blocks here, they will slowly... Never mind. If I place blocks here, they will slowly break the blocks and then shoot lasers through them as well. So the aim of the game is to break the bed. What you have to do is block in, and then these things will like break your block in, and then, you know, while you're doing that, you'll be getting the bed. And if you get the bed, you win, and if you don't get the bed, then the things will kill you, but still. So usually in block-ins, there are two different strategies that I use. So both of these strategies include going for the same block. So on every single defense is made like this. Like cube defenses aren't really going to work, guys, sorry. But for every defense it's made like a tower or like a pyramid or whatever this is called. I usually only go for the 4 blocks over here. So I don't really know how to show you these. I'll just like stand down and you see, so this block, yeah, I'll just put circles around them, okay, you'll be able to see, but basically I go for all of these blocks, none of the other blocks there. These are best blocks because they're like in the center of the defense, and when you go down them, you can block in really easily, and I'll show you why that is right now. So, basically, the first method is when you place 3 blocks, and the second method, I believe you place, I'm doing maths right now, I think you place 6 blocks for the second method. Now, the second method, in my opinion, is easier than the first method. Well, actually, I don't know, is it? I mean, it might be. Depends, to be honest. Depends on your preferences, but whatever. So I'll show you the first method right now. So the first method, what you do is you break 2 blocks. Now I can't do this when it's end stone, unfortunately. This is why I use the second method when it's end stone. But if I get wood right here, you place 2 blocks, and as you can see right there, I blocked in really fast. So all you had to do there was just like break 3 blocks. I said place 2 blocks. I meant break 2 blocks, and then you place 3 blocks. But you know, I'm gonna die soon because I haven't actually got the bed. But you know. And then the second method is when you place 6 blocks, and I usually use this method when there's end stone underneath. But in a real life game situation, what I would say is basically if you don't have the tools to break in fast enough, like, because people will be trying to break in and like trying to kill you, I would recommend doing the second block in, because that way you only have to break 1 block, whereas the first block in you have to break 2 blocks. So it's sort of like an exchange. It's either break 2 blocks, really fast block in, or break 1 block, slightly slower block in, but still very efficient. So I'll show you the second block in right now. All you have to do is break 1 block, jump up, and there you go. Now, this block-in is quite efficient in my opinion, because there are other ways people do this. So, basically what a lot of people do is, like, jump down, place blocks like that, and then like that, and that's pretty fast as well. But in my opinion, I think the jumping one's the best, because you don't have to, like, turn around and, like, spam left-click in one direction. You can sort of time it, and if you get really good at it, you can basically just do it before you even hit the floor. So, you know, it's quite OP. So all you have to do is jump, and as soon as you hit the floor, you'll be blocked in. But, you know, like, I guess if you did it like that, you might be able to get it faster, but I don't know. So right now we're in Lighthouse, and basically I have 2 defenses right now. This is a 3-layer defense. This one over here is a 2-layer defense. I'll show you how to block into both of these. There are 2 methods for the 3-layer defense and only 1 for the 2-layer defense. I mean, at least in my opinion, because a lot of people use different strategies for blocking in. And personally, I like to use 2 separate strategies for this block-in and 1 strategy for this block-in, but you can do whatever you want. Now, when you're blocking in, you should always try and set up some hotkeys. So basically what I've done is I have my 9th slot key set to the R button. So if you go to controls, as you can see here are my hotkeys R, G, and F for 9, 8, and 7. And I usually have my blocks in the R slot right here, because that way I can just sort of like switch between my sword and blocks really fast while fighting. But you can change it to whatever you want. But basically, that's the button that I usually press when I'm blocking in. So for the first block in, I'd usually go from above, because if you go straight on, then you have to jump up and then break 2 blocks down, and that's much harder than just dropping down. So you can sort of like, when you're rushing them, you can like make a bridge over the base or something like that here. And then you can try and like, maybe they'll like run out, I don't know where they'll run to, but if they're not too close to there, then you can jump down, break 2 blocks, and then block in like that. Whenever you're blocking in, it doesn't matter which direction you do it from, so you can do it from that direction or this direction. But whatever you do, don't place the top block first, because if you do this, what can happen is there can be people from this side hitting you and people from this side hitting you, and that's not good. But if you place a block here, then it stops all the people from this side hitting you. If you place a block here, then it stops all the people from this side hitting you. Now what you can do is you can also like sort of observe where the enemies are. So if there's people on this side, place a block down here. If there's people on this side, place a block down here. But I mean, you don't really have to do that, because usually block-ins will be like really fast anyway. So, you know, it doesn't really matter, but still, you can try and get a hang of it, I guess, if you really want to. Now, it's pretty self-explanatory what to do. You just jump down, break these 2 blocks, place blocks here, and then place a block up here. So the way I think to learn to do this really quickly would probably just be out of muscle memory. It's sort of like speed bridging. When you're speed bridging, like you sort of get the hang of it. You can just do it with your eyes closed, but that's basically the same with blocking in. Just learn through muscle memory and you'll get the hang of it eventually. Like if you practice for 2 hours straight like I did, I mean, you know, you'll probably get the hang of it really easily. But yeah, it's pretty easy to do. I just failed really badly there. Embarrassment. So the second method is basically when you jump. So what you have to do is break 1 block here, jump up, place 3 blocks here. Now you can either time this like I just did there, or you can butterfly click. Both ways work. I usually time it because I don't really care that much. And then once you've got these 3 blocks here, all you have to do is look up once, place a block here, and then look around here and place 2 blocks like that. Now I know, like I said, a lot of people like to do this, which also works as well, but I usually just find this jumping method much easier. I just get it done quicker, I don't know why. I don't really know which one would be faster, but this one might actually be faster because you don't have to jump, but it's like a really, really small, immeasurable difference. So yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. Now, again, that's just learned through muscle memory, so all blocking in really is just muscle memory. Once you get the hang of it, you can start doing it really consistently. Now, for the 2-layer defense, this one's a little bit different. Instead of dropping down, usually what I do is I run in. The reason why I do this is because basically, for a 2-layer defense, you want to break this block here. Now, for a 3-layer defense, you want to break this block here. The problem with running in on here is you have to jump up and break the block, but when it's a 2-layer defense, you don't have to jump in and break the block. So you just break this block here, place 2 blocks like that, run in, place blocks like this, and then you're blocked in. That's how I usually block in here. I don't do the jumping thing. I know a lot of people probably do the jumping thing for 2-layer defenses, and you can do that if you want, but I find it much easier to do it like this just because, like, I just get it faster, I guess. I don't know. Now, again, you can also time this and butterfly click, whatever you want. So for the 3 block placement defense, I actually time it. I find it much easier to time than butterfly click, but you can also butterfly click if you want. Here's an example of me trying to butterfly click. Right there, I can do it sort of. There we go, I was pretty fast. But butterfly clicking and timing, it's almost like exactly the same way, really. You've sort of just got to have the aim. If you have the aim, you can either time or butterfly click. It makes no difference whatsoever. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Hopefully I taught you something new this video. That was the intentions. I'm sorry if I, like, dragged it on. Like, I've, like, spent 9 minutes talking about how to do 3 different methods of blocking in, but I did have a lot to talk about. And also, watch time, because watch time is really nice. But anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video, and yeah,